मसाले तो बहुत हैं, पर प्रकृति की गोद से खास चुने मसाले जिनकी ताजगी, खुशबू और स्वाद रहे बरकरार, ऐसे उम्दा मसाले बनाते हैं सिर्फ कैच। कैच का कोई मैच नहीं, 100%।
Romance stories do more than just igniting love sparks in us. It helps us see the many facets of love and relationships. In this session, author of several romance novels, Ravinder Singh, will delve into his journey of writing and discuss the thought process behind it.
Welcome to this very special session curated by the Times of India for Times Literature Festival 2021. And this is indeed a very special session. You know why? This is sort of a huge breather for us from the otherwise virtual literary meetups that we have been doing for past 2 years. I mean, only God knows how much have we been yearning to be in a physical setup, talk to each other, exchange notes, discuss, converse, and listen to our favorites. So thank you, Times Lit Fest, for the opportunity. Also, I take the opportunity to welcome the king of romance in India and the blue-eyed boy of the Indian publishing industry. Let's hear it for Ravinder Singh.
Thank you so much.
And I know he's so used to getting introduced with these titles, but then what is? He is what he is. We can't help it.
This is how you introduce me. So, like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to you for introducing me this way out.
See, this is quintessential Ravinder Singh. Absolutely a wonderful person. And during this conversation, we'd get to know Ravinder a little more, the wonderful person that he is, the amazing mentor he has been to many, many writers, especially through his publishing venture, The Black Ink. But before that, we will be conversing to him on his latest book, Write Me a Love Story, which got released recently. So to give you a context of the book, if you permit to the audience.
Yes, just please go ahead.
Now, this is an exquisitely written love story between Abhimanyu Rajdhan. I hope it has a slight shade of Ravinder Singh as well, because he's an A-list writer, best-selling author. Just kidding. I mean, it's a story between Abhimanyu Rajdhan, who's a writer, and Ashmita, who happens to be an editor with a venture called Papering. Now, while they are working together on a love story, they fall in love. But is it that simple? No. So there are lots of twists in the plot, which of course you will learn when you read the book, but we'll get conversing with the nuances and the nitty-gritties of what went behind writing the book with Ravinder Singh. So my first question to you, like I said, does Abhimanyu Rajdhan have a shade of Ravinder Singh?
So, before I come to answering that one, Write Me a Love Story has been my dream project for many years now. Every time I sit to write a new love story, the whole question is, what is going to be the plot of this book? Ye kahani set kahan pe hogi? That is the first thing. And ever since I've been going to my publishers' offices, I had this thing that someday I'm going to set a love story in the publishing house. And while I think of what will be the protagonist doing, I thought if it is a publishing house, he got to be an author.
Cool.
And if he's going to be an author, why should I pick any other genre but romance? I will know more about this particular genre than anything else. And then I thought to myself, who should this guy fall in love with then? And back came a response that it has to be his editor.
Okay.
So while I answer the question of Abhimanyu Rajdan, whether he is based on my character, I'm telling you the world from which I have borrowed the inspiration to write this. And you enter a publishing house, it is one particular domain of work wherein majority of the fraternity are women. So editors, all my editors in past more than a decade have been women.
Okay.
So it became a very natural choice, like everything falling in place. And somehow, you enter a publishing house, there's the world of books and covers and paper, ink, photocopy machine, and it's a crazy world. It's a beautiful world to set the story in. And hence, this love story unfolds in a publishing house. And the context is that while the author and editor are working on Abhimanyu's next love story, they happen to fall in love themselves out there. Now, your question. Yes, there are some shades of mine in Abhimanyu. And pick any book of mine from the past also, चाहे वो इंसान author ना हो, कुछ और हो, there is a part of me that exists in that person. There is a part of me that exists in Asmita also.
I was about to ask that because you've actually stepped into the shoes of Ashmita and Abhimanyu both by
Yes.
virtue of you being an author as well as the founder of a publishing house.
Also, logical argument wise. So there are some things. Here's the charm of being an author. You get to live so many different lives while you are actually writing a book. कि अच्छा
Correct.
मैं ये बनना चाहता था, मैंने कभी वो experience नहीं किया. I want to experience this, so I will live. And the thing is that when I write a book, I take 1 full year to write a book. So in a parallel world, I am living that life. In a parallel world, I am with a new woman in a book.
Look at that.
mentally. So when I'm writing Abhimanyu Rajdan, yes, there is a part of me, but
Yes.
there is so much of fiction out there. Now, what I'm not going to reveal is what part is fiction and what part is the real me out there.
So you can
That
tell us
mystery-
whether Ashmita is for real or not.
In the acknowledgement section of this book, I say thank you to everyone. The way we write a book, we
Yes.
say thank you XYZ for helping me. I said sorry to my editor Swati. I said sorry because the world is going to judge me for Abhimanyu. I can take that. But the world is going to judge you as that editor, and that in real life were you. And so Asmita is not a
real.
real character out there. For Abhimanyu, I will hold on to the statement that some part of me is in him, but not going to tell you which part.
Taken. So tell us something. Most of your novels, which is again quintessential Ravinder Singh, end up with having the tears go teary.
Yeah.
How about this one?
It depends how strong your heart is. Some of the people have said, yeah, it's okay. So it's not a happy ending. Happiness doesn't move me in person. Sadness moves me a lot more than anything. I think I became an author because of sad things that happened to my life. And I have somehow retained that element of sadness in my book. So this book also has that touch of it. But let me also tell you that emotions find a deeper connect with the readers, the audience. It moves them to a different level altogether. So in spite of the fact that my readers ask me ki, sir, agli wali story mein na please happy ending. I don't give them, A, because I don't want to give them. B, I also know that they don't know that happy ending unko pasand bhi nahi aayegi. Like if I don my professional hat as a writer,
Yeah.
I know you are asking me कि बहुत बार आप रुला चुके हो, इस बार happiness. I know you won't be eventually happy about the book. You are not going to talk. Maybe happy endings are not my forte. How do I know? So it is.
Or maybe human beings are essentially sad perpetually somewhere within, and therefore they see a shade of themselves in the characters you sketch.
I think the whole idea that we have sold is. I go back to this movie. I think there was Govinda talking about in one movie कि लोग popcorn लेके बैठे हुए हैं, उनको happy ending देके घर जाना है. That is like the sold idea that
Yeah.
there is a challenge, there is a crisis. उस crisis को fix करोगे, उसमें multiple sub crises आएंगी. And by towards the end, everything has to be nice. Real life is not that way.
Agree.
And my romance is not the Prince Charming coming on a dark horse and then.
Yes, yes.
ऐसा नहीं है.
It's very real.
My books are about the boy next door, the girl next door. उनकी challenges क्या हैं यार? What is the complexity in their relationship? And majority of the time, the complexities are not about that. Hey, I want to make $1 million. It's not that.
Absolutely.
It is about कि सुबह उठ के दरवाजा कौन खोलेगा? तुम खोलोगी या मैं खोलूँगा? लड़ाई वहाँ से शुरू होती है.
बिल्कुल.
So my books are about that real thing. And if in today's time, all I keep listening is that breakups are happening rampant, divorces are happening rampant. So what was that thing? And then they lived happily ever after. Where? Show me. Show me those relationships. Show me those marriages. Like
Yes.
somebody tells me, hey, but I'm married. And if you ask question, happily, gaya. Gaya us time pe wo. And in that moment, I know.
Yes, yes.
So I want to write about books. Those are very realistic that people connect to. People may say that I want happy endings. There are so many other authors. Read them, great authors. This is not my forte. I write what I feel like, what drives me, what moves me. So I write sad endings.
I completely agree. I think perfection is the most imperfect logic ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. But tell me one thing. 10 years ago, you started with I Too Had a Love Story, right? You talked about relationship then. And over a period of a decade, you have penned so many novels, again, based on love themes. Do you see relationships in love evolving over a period of 10 years? And of course, this book has a different shade of yours, which we get to see, which is erotica,
Yeah.
which we haven't seen before.
Right.
And you're trying out this genre for the first time.
Yes.
So how do you see evolving of relationships from what you were 10 years ago to what you are now, and how this shade of erotica has developed?
Right. So two questions. The evolution of it and
Yes, both.
erotica in my writing.
Yes.
So evolution of relationships, I would not even limit myself to 10 years, but go 30, 40 years, like what I have observed in my life. I remember I was working with Infosys 2004-5, and I happened to be on stage debating. Now, this is the time when I had not become an author. I used to be at Toastmasters and debate and all of these competitions. And the subject was live-in relationship.
Okay.
Yeah? Is it a sign of modern India that we are getting into this? Live-in was the taboo subject back then. And I was asking a friend of mine, ये क्या होता है? Live-in क्या होता है? मतलब मुझे बता. Like, and then he said, कि, अच्छा, and I was like, अच्छा ऐसा होता है? मतलब possible है? Like boy and girl can. And I was like, wow यार, मतलब. So I've been brought up in Odisha. एक बहुत ही छोटे से कस्बे से मैं आया हूँ. After 26, 27 years, I happened to see Delhi. कि Delhi कैसी city होती है. I was born in an era where arranged marriages were the norm. So let us take the whole spectrum versus 1980 से लेके 2021 तक का. Arranged marriages. People were fighting for love marriages. And the issue was कि नहीं, arrange करना है, जो parents decide करेंगे, love. Love marriage towards 20th century, वो खत्म हो रहा था, नया सब शुरू हो रहा था. I got to know about this live-in relationship. Somewhere it came, okay, this is possible also. Then entire country was fighting about homosexuality. So from live-in to अच्छा मतलब same gender भी हो सकता है. There was a time when we used to incorrectly and wrongly make jokes on gay people, right? Because that was the social conditioning. It took us a time to understand, no, this is acceptable, aisa ho sakta hai. So the paradigm came out there. And then we were talking about the whole new world of Tinder and Bumble and
Yes.
dating apps came into picture.
Yes.
From Shaadi.com ka transition say, like people were looking for match online. So as an author who writes romance, imagine the paradigm shift of love at first sight to love at first swipe. ठीक है? Facebook के like में love आने लग गया. To an era where we are talking about, so one of my books have been about open relationships. Can there be open marriages? Yeah. Can two people be loyal to each other and yet say that, can we date other people because of monotony, because of whatever comes into picture? So I'm talking about the whole different paradigm shift out there. Yes, humans are evolving. So are our relationships. Where we are right now, down the line 10 years, we'll be listening to more things, new things, as we were talking about outside. And this was a question asked to me in last Time Slit Fest jo Gurgaon mein hua tha ki, and I've spoken about it on different forums, that how do you see, where will we go, what will we become? Like if divorces are this rampant, if people are breaking up, and why people are breaking up also, people say because of technology, ki Tinder generation aa gaya, Bumble aa gaya, that it's so easy to have affairs now, right? My thing is that don't blame the technology. Technology is a platform which enables people do what they want to do. We always wanted to do this. We were never meant to be in a box somehow, but we forced ourselves. And the moment we happened to see that, okay, there is an
Available.
easy route out there, पानी यहीं से निकलेगा फिर. So
Correct.
it becomes that way. Now people ask me, क्या लगता है कहाँ ये जाएगा? Because, and I was telling you outside that not these many people used to have pets at home. Single people, they are running on Netflix and a cat at home. Cats were not a part of our life. There are so many pet parents, so many dog lovers, because humans have that intrinsic need to love and be loved back. When we are fighting issues with our partner in a relationship, and we know that the unconditional love can be given to us by that dog or that cat,
Yeah.
we go for that.
Yes.
And yet the need is that I want someone to communicate and tell me, and I want this to happen. And science is making new breakthrough entries out there. And a couple of years back, I said at one of the festivals that this Alexa is going to take a human shape. We will be conversing with, there will be a Alexa and there will be an Alex. Why should only boys have all the fun? They will take a human robotic shape.
Yes.
They will behave the way the master wants them to behave. They will bring the newness because, oh, I'm feeling a different mood. So there will be algorithms. I want Alexa to behave like a very traditional person. Ya, mujhse is tarah ki baatein karo. This should be your reaction to it. People will have robots, and because it for so many of us, it's going to be very difficult to do away with the need of everything else, and we will try to make technology give us what we want. That is the future romance or love in whatever form. There was a movie called She or Her, I don't remember exactly. The man happened to fall in love with an operating system.
Yeah.
Imagine you come back home, and if Alexa actually listens to you, she tells you, how was your day, Ravinder? I know you have been lonely today. Can I do this for you? Can I do that for you? That thing. The cat cannot talk. The cat is just sitting next to me.
Yeah.
I'm not a cat person, I'm just giving an example. But this is going to take shape.
So do we see a book coming on that line?
There is something that I'm writing for a web series sort of a thing. There is a lot of content. I just give you an idea of how it's going to look like. But I'm pretty sure, if not me, there are so many other people working on this project. But this is the future. Definitely something will come up on this end. Yeah.
And now that you mentioned that word web series, I need to ask you, what has stopped you from putting your books out in the public domain in the form of movies or web series? Because for sure, we know that you have been getting a lot of offers. Yes, and you have been turning it down.
Yes, I have turned so many offers down. And I have accepted some of the offers for Blacking for my publishing venture, wherein I published debut authors, and they have been like, super happy. The books that I published, they become bestsellers, and production houses bought them. What has always made me have little interest in the world of Bollywood is कि you do not get that respect as an author in that domain.
Really?
There are only limited
Really?
people.
Is it?
Yes. When I write a book, I'm the actor, director, captain of the ship, everything, all the eclat, all the money comes to me.
Yes.
I ask people here, name your favorite movies in past 5-10 years and tell me who wrote those movies. And all that you will remember are the actors. If there is a song, you will remember the singer. Nobody, you would have your favorite song, but you are not going to remember who wrote them unless and until he was a Gulzar or a Javed Akhtar or Prasun. I don't know if he's here. ये चार नामों को छोड़ देंगे आप तो आपको नहीं पता चलेगा. So that is the tragedy, and I have immense ego as a creator, and I will feel कि नहीं यार मैं कहीं पीछे बैठा था बाकी लोगों के नाम अनाउंस हुए. That thing holds me back, and also I'll be demanding a truck full of money. It has to match as much as I have earned from my books, at least, because Bollywood is like super duper thing. Yeah. So all of this put together, and also at times I feel that there are a bunch of people who simply want to buy something because the book has sold 1 million copies, but they are not interested in the story. They are just interested in the numbers. Acha, ye profitable tha, let's just put it, park it. And the whole world of Bollywood is also that everyone has to say a yes. The director, the producer, the actor. So many people have to say a yes, 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 and then the project takes shape. In the publishing world, it's just me. I have to say yes, and the publisher has to say a yes. So it's much easier out here. Not that I'm averse to. People can still go and opt. And in India, what is missing is the bridge between the books and Bollywood has been missing for a long, long, long time. And whatever is happening still now, it's like tip of the iceberg. How many authors have we seen in this country whose books would have been adapted to Bollywood? There's just 1 or 2 names that you will be going through. So we are sitting on immense content, super good content, but we have failed to convert. And it also works that way. Bollywood has this whole different level कि हमारे यहाँ पे एक अलग writer है, एक script writer है, dialogue writer है. They don't write books. And Bollywood is not very also keen to adapt. Now there are a bunch of people who are trying to make that move. I hope it works out well, and once it works out well, I think people will know, अच्छा आपकी किताब पे वो movie बनी है. And people have to get it from inside. Like, I want to know कि इस गाने का lyrics किसने लिखा. I want to know कि इस movie को किसने लिखा है. Right? Some of the time the movies are, the hero of the movie is the script in some stories. You go, you look at so many movies out there, you would say कि अरे वो क्या story थी.
Yeah.
But किसने लिखा हमें पता नहीं है. So till the time that culture comes, we know who wrote Game of Thrones, you know, Martin, and we know so many other things that those are happening out there. In Hollywood, the name of the movie is also so many times the name of the novel actually.
Yes,
the
yes,
Gone
most
Girl,
of the times.
you know, the girl on the window. So it happens that way. That culture यहाँ पे missing है.
Yes, which is unfortunately not here in India as much. So पूरा नाम ही change करते हैं, किताब का भी change करते हैं. So and Ravinder is a like true blue Indian author, very possessive about his books, and you should be. I think.
I would love the idea कि जब ये नई movies आती हैं and people go out in pre-COVID world, they Times of India talks about कि नया movie आ रहा है. The writer should be a part of that whole campaign thing. The press conference should have writers in them.
Totally, completely agree. Before we get to know Ravinder a little more, there's this one last question that I want to ask on the book, which is, this has to be an insider story because you have known this business for bloody 10 years. So how much of reality goes into it when I talk about the publishing industries? Does it talk about negotiation, suing of one author by another, or on account of plagiarism, or negotiations, rejections? How much of reality have you put out into the book?
It's brutally real. It's brutally real to an idea that why an author is quitting a publishing house and going to the second publishing house. It is because his ego is hurt that I'm a best-selling author and I'm competing neck to neck with this other best-selling author, and I am the king as long as I am acquired by this publishing house. And when this publishing house also happens to acquire my competitor author, it's like एक मयान में दो तलवारें नहीं रह पाएंगे. So I'm going to quit. And why I'm going to quit? Because otherwise I will charge a bomb for my next book, the advance, the royalty. I have put crazy numbers which look crazy to people but are realistic in the writing world. To that extent, and to the extent of plagiarism, somebody stealing somebody else's work and putting it out there, calling it their own work. Plagiarism for a long time has been not discussed so much in this country. Copyright laws, किसी को पता भी नहीं है. But when it comes to the content, and right now they are being discussed so much because we are an Instagram era wherein content, you put content on YouTube, you make money out there, and somebody stealing your content is a whole different thing altogether now. And I wanted to highlight plagiarism, so I made a very realistic scene out of it, not just for it, but also for the promotion of my book. So my other good friend, who's a writer, Durjoy, he and I actually played a prank.
What prank?
Yeah, it was a prank we played, and it was like a prank that really, really got to people's nerves.
No, but you have to tell us about that now
So-
that you've mentioned.
So, midnight 12, March 30th, 31st March, he put out a post on Instagram that your new book is coming up. I happened to find out a chapter from your book. This is what it talks about, and this is what I wrote a year back, and I happened to share it with you, and you stole it.
Oh,
And it was like abusing me and putting out there. And the world reacted. They kind of, my Instagram was like full of hate DMs.
Really?
Like all these 10 years, we thought you are that emotional guy, you write love stories, you had. And after 7 hours, I responded to that how did you at the first place get to know about my book, which has not been released? How did you get your hands onto my work and claiming? So there was like back and forth happening, and it happened for like 12 hours. And afternoon is when we said, so he was posting something, I was posting, my readers were reacting to him, and his readers were reacting to me. And I said, let's stop playing all this, let's come live. And that day we had some 40,000 people watching our live.
Good.
It still has got 100,000 views, and we revealed that it was a prank. It was April 1st. It started midnight, March 31st. So technically, we were telling people that this is a prank, and a lot of people unfollowed us, and more than that, followed us because they wanted to know, chal kya raha hai? There's so much of masala. At times, you need masala to get people's attention. That plagiarism is such a subject. The way you hated me because you think I stole somebody's content. In real life, if somebody steals, this is how I feel. That somebody has stolen my content. And down south, there is a producer who has stolen content from my debut novel and made a shitty movie out of it. And I've been like still fighting the case in Delhi High Court. It's been 5 years. This is how I feel. And I wanted to leverage April 1st, and Durjoy and I came on board. I was very thankful to him that we created this little noise, which was not a little noise, which was a lot of noise. But we were able, many people didn't even know the word plagiarism. Just Google it because somebody is fighting on plagiarism. And we wanted to create that thing. अगर मैं यहाँ पर आके बोलूँगा Instagram पे सुबह guys plagiarism ये होता है, nobody is going to listen to that. So we need to create. There has to be a method to madness that you go out there. So yeah, I discussed that in book. In real life, we kind of imitated the whole thing. It also helped the book. It was a part of my campaign, which my publisher was like, fingers crossed, you should not be doing this. But then we know we can't stop you. तुम तो जो करोगे तुम्हारे दिमाग में आएगा तुम्हें करोगे तो फिर मैंने कर दिया.
I'm so glad because somebody had to do it. Here we are talking about two biggies fighting over plagiarism. Just imagine a situation when there's somebody who is not so famous, and that person's work getting plagiarized by a big name. And what does the person actually go through, both emotionally and in the industry?
Oh, it has gone to an extent wherein production houses, they will say, we want to buy rights of your books, a particular book, जिसकी तुमने story सुनाई है, I like it, I want to buy it, and this is like a big shot people out there. So okay, these are the terms and conditions. Oh, this is a lot of money that you are asking for. इतने में, I said, but sir, आप लोग 100 करोड़ की movies बना रहे होते हो, and then no, that's all hunky dory for media. We'll do all of that, but this is not happening. I said, so the writer would say, okay, then I'm not interested. I will just, step out. But the person on the other end of the chair is like, no, but I'm interested in this story. Now that we have discussed this, it's in my head. I will land up making somehow. So it's better that you take the money. And it's like the writer is saying that, no, I cannot part ways with this. I value my project in here at this price point. The thing with plagiarism is that it's a spoken storytelling. I have read somewhere. And it is debatable in the court of law. If you are the producer and I'm the writer and I'm telling you कि ये मेरी कहानी है, and then you will say कि अच्छा तो तुम्हारी story publishing house में है ना, I will set it in a print media. I will change it to Times of India. वहाँ पे भी कुछ छप रहा है, तुम्हारे यहाँ भी कुछ छप रहा है. I will just change this thing. It would be the editor of newspaper, and instead of the author, he's going to be the star journalist जो columns लिखता है. I will change everything. You cannot come and sue me. But fundamentally the story is going to be the same. उसमें जो how are you going to debate? And look, I'm a big shark. If tomorrow I have to make something out of your work, I will get the A-list lawyers to fight it out. And you are nobody.
Yes.
Whatever you have, and most writers don't have that sort of money to fight things out there. कि तुम 10 साल केस लड़ते रहोगे, जो कि हो रहा है मेरे साथ. And this producer is not a big shot guy. And still, because of Indian justice system, being Indian justice system, it crawls and make the victim feel that he was better off out of court settlement than getting into the court. So all of this happens. So plagiarism many a times happen on face. It is better for you that you take money because I'm anyway going to do this. So a lot of the stories don't even come out क्योंकि वो दबा दी जाती है.
Sort of a subtle crime which is happening, which is very difficult to detect and let alone fight the battle. Yes.
It absolutely.
So
and it's also difficult to prove.
Yes.
Let's say I tell you a story which is not published.
Yes.
Right?
And many aspiring authors actually do that. If I'm an aspiring author and he's my mentor, there are very many chances that I will go to him and discuss my work, seek feedback for improvement, but at the end realize that my story has got plagiarized by a big name. This has happened.
Yeah. And what you need in a story is that one idea. You know what? जैसे मैं अभी वेब सीरीज में रोबोट एलेक्सा की बात करता
बस हो गया
एलेक्सा मुझे बनानी है
यूरेका मोमेंट
what you see on Netflix when you decide कि should I watch this series is that little blurb 3 लाइन का जो लाइन लिखी होगी that is the plot, that is the idea, and if you have taken my idea, how are you going to debate in the court of law कि ये मैंने पहले दिया था? That becomes the whole gray area.
Very, very tough, very tough. So with the time that we have in hand, we'd like to know Ravinder a little more through some personal questions because we have known each other for a long time. I've read a lot about him, but for those of you who have not known about the amazing person that he is, I think we need to do this quick section. To begin with, Ravinder, you have been a software engineer, you have been an ISB graduate, and then you moved on to Microsoft, but you called your corporate career a quit to become a full-time writer, and even your Instagram handle says that you have not been able to explain to your mom why did you do so. So why did you do so?
Because it's more fun writing love stories than program codes A. Because, I was just speaking to somebody outside, there will always be a version 2.0 of the program codes. The technology will be outdated. I know what I'm working at 5 years down the line, कोई इसको पूछेगा भी नहीं. And nobody knows कि यार ये जो मेरे हाथ में gadget है इसका कौन सा हिस्सा तूने लिखा है. But जो मेरे हाथ में किताब है ये तुमने लिखी है. So people knew Ravinder Singh who, for the love stories that I was writing and not for the program codes I was writing, and I always felt that कि one day I will leave this earth. But मेरी love stories रह जाएंगी. You know, for the generations to come. I once felt कि शायद मेरे बच्चे होंगे, मेरे पोते पोती होंगे. They will say मेरे दादाजी की love story थी, पढ़ेगा क्या? All those things in my head. I feel yeah, this is fun, yeah. So yeah, that is the reason.
So let's begin from 2007 and 8 when you started your writing journey. And I read in a couple of your interviews that that was a time when you literally struggled with pitching your first manuscript. You went on from door to door and received a lot of rejections. Some of the publishers were not even courteous enough to reply you professionally. And yet you chose to stick to your idea of becoming an author because the story you were going to put forth was very special to you. This was about a special person and you did not want to give up on it. However, my question is, did this struggle somewhere sow the seed of black ink?
Yes, to a lot of extent. That was a whole thing. So 2000, I'm an accidental author. I became an author by chance. I continue to be one by choice now. I had not read a single book before I started writing one. And a lot of people hate me for being this audacious. This is also true. I had lost my girlfriend in 2007 and I just didn't know what to do with my life. And this happened in the same week wherein we were supposed to get engaged. So the trauma hit me hard and I just didn't know. So when I came back to my home, I was holding the wedding ring, uski saadi, सब जो खरीदा था सब कुछ सामने पड़ा था. And we were coming from Gurudwara, the Antim Ardas had happened. And I was like, okay, what do I do now with my life? And this is me, 26-year-old, who had fallen in love for the very first time. So I write romance now. My readers are young adults who tell me about Tinder and Bumble, that college mein romance. And I had held the hands of a girl for the first time when I was 26. Forget the kiss. It also took a long time. And to see that person not being in front of me, to see her no more and getting the news that she's dead. So catharsis was a thing why I chose to write. I too had a love story. I had zero idea of who are the publishers, so I would enter a bookstore. So 2006-07 is pre-internet publishing, pre-Amazon, Flipkart. People used to buy books in bookstores. So I would go to a bookstore and pull out books. And then look at the spine. On the spine is the logo of the publisher. So I was not interested in authors and book names. I was interested in कि publisher कौन से हैं India में. I used to make a list. अच्छा ये हैं इनको apply करना है. I applied to all of them. Majority of them rejected me. The remaining majority didn't even bother to reject me. So there was this one multinational publishing house settled in Delhi, and I was working with Chandigarh Infosys. They were my last hope for some reason. I landed up their premises, and I was talking to this receptionist, and she said, yes, can I help you? And immediately when she said, can I help you, I could put a face to the voice that I had been listening for 6 months now. क्योंकि मैं उसी को कॉल करता था और मैं कॉल इसलिए करता था क्योंकि एडिटर मेल का रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं करती थी. सो माय थिंग वाज कि क्या आप प्लीज उन एडिटर को बोलोगे कि मतलब सबने रिजेक्ट कर दिया, आप एक लास्ट होप हो. तो आई वाज देयर एंड समबडी वाज पासिंग बाय. So I had boarded Shatabdi from Chandigarh, came on a weekday, of course taken a leave at my place, and it was Monday morning and I was here. So somebody was passing by, he said, who is this guy? Why there is a ruckus at the reception area? We have a best-selling author coming today and clear this area. And I heard the word best-selling author, like everything was. And she said, ma'am, ये जा नहीं रहे हैं, इन्होंने कुछ तो submit किया था and this guy is behind us. I said, I had submitted a manuscript. And this was also a time wherein people were still submitting physical paper wali manuscript. It was A4 size का paper. I remember मैंने Infosys के printer से print out निकाल के courier किए थे उनको. So I was there and she said, sir, whosoever you are, in case you haven't heard from us, that means we have not chosen you. And you are talking about 6 months. मैंने एक बार check तो कर लो आपके system में कहीं कुछ होगा. So I was desperate. She said, listen, young man, if you have not heard, we have not chosen you. And I said, okay, then can you please return my manuscript back? वो था ना कि मतलब मुझे भी तो कुछ सुना के आना कि मुझे वो वापस दे दो वाली चीज़. And she was like, what is this guy even talking? Like, she said, if we have rejected your work, we would have thrown it in a dustbin. So can you please step out, look into the dustbins of Delhi and figure out where your manuscript is? And that thing just hurt me, like she stabbed my chest. So I imagined my love story that I had written as a tribute to my dead girlfriend thrown in some dustbin. And this is the last publishing house, my hope. And I could not give it back to her. कि मैं उसको like I was numb, immediately numb. I didn't know how to react, so I just simply stepped out. And the next scene was like the whole Bollywood scene. बाहर बारिश हो रही थी और मैं रो रहा था, और क्योंकि बारिश हो रही थी, nobody could see कि मैं रो रहा था. And cut to an hour later, I was sitting in a Haryana Roadways bus with so much of mud on my shoe. There were flies sitting on me, and a friend of mine kept asking me on SMS. This was SMS world, not WhatsApp world. What happened? What happened? I said, rejected. So I came back next week. But in that moment, the way she said, एक चीज बड़ी खतरनाक वाली हुई थी कि in that moment मैंने ना वो जिद पाल ली, अब तो करूंगा. That, so somewhere deep down I'm thankful to what happened that day कि मैं तो करूंगा, अब तो करूंगा. वो होता ना 26 year young, मतलब young Punjabi blood की ये नहीं करना, अब तो करूंगा. So I came back to Delhi, and I happened to go to Connaught Place. There is this place, and I am not a Delhiite, so I'm discovering Delhi for the very first time also. So I go to this Connaught Place, and I happen to see that कि यहाँ पे फुटपाथ पे किताबें बिक रही हैं. I thought to myself, अच्छा ठीक है, मेरी किताब अब क्रॉसवर्ड ऑक्सफोर्ड में AC वाले बुक स्टोर्स में तो आएगी नहीं, इनसे पूछता हूँ. So I just tapped the shoulder of this guy. I said, भैया, and then he looked back. I said कि अगर मैं आपको 5 किताब ला के दूँ तो आप रखोगे क्या यहाँ पे? And then he looked back and then he said कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर हो आप? I said कि नहीं, मैं ऑथर हूँ. उसको पता नहीं कि ऑथर कौन होते हैं. तो he understands डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को माल कौन लेके आता है यहाँ पे देता है. तो I said कि 5 रख देना. And then he said कि पैसा तब देंगे जब किताब बिकेगा. And I was like तो मतलब मैं हाँ समझूँ इसको क्या? He said, रख देना. He was thinking I will just say something and this guy will go. मतलब मेरा बोनी का टाइम हो रहा है, why is it? But he said yes. He was the first guy who said yes to me. And I was like super excited. And then the entrepreneur brain started working. And this was much before I joined ISB for the MBA.
Okay.
I was like, अच्छा फुटपाथ पे एक फुटपाथ वाला है, कितने ब्लॉक्स हैं, MN पता नहीं कितने ब्लॉक्स थे. And I thought कि हर ब्लॉक में कितने फुटपाथ होंगे, कितने ऐसे CP होंगे दिल्ली के अंदर. I was like, ये मेरा रिटेल बनेगा. And once my retail was set, the whole idea was कि production कहाँ होती है. So I went back to the books, like where did the NCERT, CBSE, Tata McGraw-Hill की किताबें कहाँ छपती हैं. I found out there's a place in Delhi called Daryaganj. So I figured out कि दरियागंज कहीं पे है, वहाँ जाना है. So Daryaganj is like a paper town. You get into the rickshaw पे किताबें आ रही हैं उस टाइम पे, when the world was not this digital. It's a paper town. शाहरुख खान की मूवी से हर जगह पन्ने ही पन्ने गिर रहे हैं हर जगह. And I happened to spot कि सबसे छोटी प्रिंटर की शॉप पे जाना है. क्यों? क्योंकि वो सस्ता छापेगा. So I went and I talked to this particular person and I said, भैया 500 किताबों को छापने के कितने पैसे लोगे? And he looked at me. He said, कौन हो आप? I said, नहीं, मैंने किताब लिखी है. He said, खुद छाप रहे हो? I said, yes, क्योंकि सबने रिजेक्ट कर दिया. He said कि ढूंढो, बहुत सारे पब्लिशर्स हैं. I said, मेरे को तो सिर्फ 7 मिले हैं, सबने रिजेक्ट कर दिया. कहता है 7 नहीं है, बहुत सारे हैं, ढूंढो जाके. And I said कि ठीक है, मैं करता हूँ. So I happened to go find out. I got to know that there are people like literary agents who you figure out, you find out, build contacts. I then figured out a small tiny publishing house जिसका Gmail account था. उनकी website भी नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं था. But to cut the long story short, that was a day in my mind I had thought that I will sell 500 books and I will announce myself a best-selling author. क्योंकि मैंने उस publishing house में एक word सुन लिया था, best-selling author. So that was a day. 500 copies. We are sitting in 2021. I too had a love story. The first book has sold more than 1 million copies today. My life has changed. I have quit Microsoft. I write stories and this is my career. But वो जिद पाली वाला चीज़. And because this has been my struggle, I felt. Then I happened to watch a movie called Spider-Man. उसकी last line थी, Uncle Sam used to tell Peter Parker that with great responsibilities. With great powers come great responsibility. And that dialogue has always stayed in my mind. I thought, I used to see so many Ravinder Singhs in future कि जो लिख रहे थे कि जो हताश हैं कि ये हो नहीं रहा है. And there are publishing houses who are exploiting them to a different level. I said, why are you paying publishing houses? You should be earning royalties. Dude, this is so wrong at so many different levels, because that whole idea कि मेरे नाम की किताब हो इतनी ज़्यादा होती है कि I'm also going to pay money to get published. So I thought, let me start something if I can build, and I'm so glad actually some of them happen to write bestsellers. They have not only written, they have sold the rights to Bollywood, to big production houses, Endemol, Abundancia. There was Santosh somewhere sitting, and Richa, she was talking about. She has sold 2 books ke right, and I feel so great that these debut authors are selling book rights to Bollywood. So that is my happiness with whatever happened with me.
Oh, this is a story of grit, inspiration, and utmost humility, Ravinder. I mean, thank you so much for being you. Okay, there's one thing that I wanted to ask you. Somewhere in your conversation, you mentioned about the role of social media also in building a personal brand of an author. Like when you said that you and Durjoy, you created a prank and then put it out. Recently, during the pandemic and the lockdown, I noticed that suddenly this Ravinder Singh, who I was following, the handle had automatically changed to a meme handle. And the original Ravinder Singh had hopped onto a more serious handle. So now we had 2 Ravinder Singhs at the same time. Was it a strategic decision? That is one. Did you actually do it on purpose? And number 2, what role does social media have to play in building the personal brand of an author? And can an author stay away from it and still be the best-selling author?
Yeah, an author can stay away from social media and still be a best-selling author, and perhaps make it his or her USP that, hey, I am not available on social media.
Okay.
That is another tall statement that you can make. I don't function that way. I function that I will leverage the power of social media. There are strengths and weaknesses. You get trolled also. I would make something, 2-3 months back I was trolled for my stand on
OBC reservation.
Yes. A big time troll. And I still owned it. Like, I'm not going to delete my post. This is my opinion. You may disagree with my opinion, but I will. And so many of my friends, intellectual friends, they went on to troll me, but that's perfectly fine. So there are pros and cons of social media. And some of the biggest con is somebody would say, अच्छा तूने मेरी ideology के खिलाफ ये बोला, I will stop reading your books today. From
They
today
actually
on.
do it.
And I'm like, were you reading my books because of my ideology, or were you finding some entertainment value? Because if you were reading my book because of my ideology, you are wrong at the very first step. Because then, if I'm voting for a BJP and you are a Congress supporter, you won't read me. If I'm voting for a Congress and you are a BJP supporter or an AAM, this is ridiculous. So you are telling me that you are not mature enough to make that decision. I use social media because I believe that I am someone who has something to share on a daily basis. I cannot hold myself back. If I am going through a heartbreak, I will let that out on my handle. I will sing sad songs, I will write those posts. I have to express myself, I have to let it out in the universe. And also, I get judged. ये क्या हरकतें कर रहा है यार? मतलब अच्छा ठीक है दिल टूटा है तो मतलब बताना जरूरी है क्या? But this is my DNA. When I was in pain, I happened to write a book called I Too Had a Love Story, and I fought. I moved heaven and earth to be there. This is who I am, and I want to be myself. So I leverage social media. Then we'll find so many people who connect. कि मतलब ये जो बोल रहा है ना, मैं उससे connect कर पा रहा हूँ.
Exactly.
ये जो बोल रहा है ना, ये जिस boredom की बात कर रहा है ना, in marriage, मैं उससे connect कर पा रही हूँ, but मैं बोल नहीं पा रही थी. But somehow, he's making sense.
Yes.
And there will be so many DMs coming. Why? Because there are certain subjects which are so difficult to discuss in public, and people think. तो मैं कहता हूँ कि यार कोई बात नहीं, आप मेरे कंधे पे रख के बंदूक चला लो, but is it going to help your life? That's what matters. So I leverage social media. I have to say something. I will say. I was talking about कि दिल्ली में एक कार के अंदर अगर मैं जा रहा हूँ और कार की विंडोज रोल्ड अप है और मैंने मास्क नहीं पहना, क्यों मेरा 2000 का चालान कटेगा? I let that out on social media. It is becoming a debate out there.
Yes.
I will question the high court judge जिसने ये किया. It makes no sense because उस रेस्टोरेंट में 200 लोग मास्क उतार के खा रहे हैं. मैं अपनी गाड़ी में अकेला जा रहा हूँ, मुझे मास्क पहनना और 2000 का चालान है. मतलब
Yes.
So I leverage social media for all of this, and because I was trying to sarcastically make some points at times, I don't want to confuse my audience also. The author Ravinder Singh is here, the social activist, the memer, the sarcasm wala Ravinder Singh should be here. So I have to divide it so that there are people who may not like me making jokes, There are people who may not like me taking some stand. They would be like, sir, आप ना stand मत दो, मुझे आपकी सिर्फ words से लेना देना, so ठीक है. That's again a strategic decision. जैसे start companies के verticals divide होके बनते हैं. That's how it became for me.
I think you were one of the few authors who were taking stand boisterously on Kisan Andolan also.
Yeah.
And I think more than getting judged, you get loved by people for taking the stance that you take. So that is
Even if
there.
they don't love, even if, so my stand is for me. It's an aftermath of it that some people love you and some people troll you, some people make you trend. It's a repercussion of it. For me, I have
It
to
doesn't
go
affect you
to
much.
sleep ki
Yep.
मैंने वो बोला है. I took a stand and I take pride in the fact that जहाँ पे बहुत से लोग दबी हुई बातें करते हैं पीछे जाके यार पता है कि वो ऐसा है वैसा है बट मैं स्टेज पे जाके ये नहीं बोलूँगा यहाँ बोलूँगी वो आपकी चॉइस है. Who am I to force? But I take pride in the fact that I have an opinion and I will say it out there. The repercussions are also like that कि अच्छा इसने ये बोला let's go to Amazon, let's go to Flipkart, इसकी बुक की रैंकिंग बर्बाद कर देंगे. It happens.
Cancel culture.
It happens.
It's happening. It's happening. But when I say that people love you, I would like to turn the conversation to a point when I don't know how many of you have actually seen Ravinder in a public place. He tends to get crowded by fans going berserk after him. So we've seen his sessions in which fans cheer for him.
This is exaggerated
No,
information.
no. I have also met people, fans who have tattooed his name on the body. So you're just way too humble sometimes. But tell us your craziest fan moment, which actually took you in awe.
So there was this lady in 2009 or something. तब मैं नया author बना था and I did not know that the book will have such an impact on their minds of my readers. And she, of course, said that she likes me, she has a crush, and I was like, okay. These are Orkut days, 2009 and 8. So, of course, there were so many readers, I would get these messages. Nothing happened. I mean, she just conveyed that, I love you. Of that sort. I was like very humble. Years later, when we have moved from Facebook to Instagram, I think 2-3 years back, we somehow connected. We had lost touch. Of course, I wouldn't even remember her. She said, "Aapne pehchana mujhe?" I was like, "I'm so sorry, मैं नहीं पहचान पाऊँगा."
Okay.
And she said, "You remember I had proposed you, this and that happened." I said, "Okay, but help." फिर भी पहचान नहीं पाया. Anyways, to get the long story short, she got married. She had a boy. She named the boy after the character of I Too Had a Love Story. उसका नाम रविन था. उसने अपने बेटे का नाम रविन रखा in the memory की. So that touched me to a
That's so
different
sweet.
extent altogether. But हाँ ऐसी चीजें होती हैं.
I think the best way to know a person is to play is by playing a rapid fire with a person, because then we don't let you overthink. So agree, everybody? Let's play quick rapid fire with Ravinder Singh. Yes or no?
Best way to ruin my entire imagined persona would be to answer questions in a rapid fire.
So we'll go ahead with the rapid fire questions. And now that we know that you're a software engineer, obviously your answers would be in binary, in either a 0 or a 1. You would not skip questions. You would not answer in both and neither. So those are not acceptable. No explanations either. And I certainly do not qualify to play Coffee with Karun, but this is Q with Kena. Okay, quickly. And after that, we move on to the audience question.
Suddenly I'm scared. I was not scared of any questions till now, and suddenly.
Okay.
ठीक है.
And we'd love the audience to cheer for Ravinder, because I know it's pretty courageous of him to be taking this.
Okay.
Oh, these are very simple ones, though.
This is what you think about them, right?
Okay, allow me. Quick, huh, Ravinder? Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Mountains or beaches?
2 times beaches, 1 mountain.
Movies or web series?
Web series.
Whiskey or wine?
Whiskey.
Ravinder the author or Ravinder the publisher?
Ravinder the author.
Kolkata, the Janmabhoomi or
Kolkata. There is no comparison to that. Yeah.
It was supposed to be Gurgaon, the Karm Bhumi.
No, Kolkata.
Okay. I too had a love story. Or write me a love story.
Yeah, this I can't.
No.
This can't be.
Not
This-
taken, not taken,
this
not
ca-
taken, not taken. Come on.
Tomorrow, if you have 2 kids, I will ask you कौन सा वाला favorite है, कैसे बोलोगी? This is a difficult. This question is out of syllabus. We are not allowed.
Okay, चलो ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. Given. Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
Despite that, you have such a huge following on Twitter. My God.
Instagram. Engagement comes on Instagram.
Okay.
जहाँ engagement है वहाँ पैसे.
Now the tricky one. Times of India or Hindustan Times?
यहाँ तो मैं बाहर निकाला जाऊंगा. Of course, Times of India and I do read. मेरे घर पे वही आता है.
Jai Shri Ram या लाल सलाम?
Lal Salam. Is it Lal Salam? Did you
Yes.
say? Sat Sri Akal.
Clever. Okay. Now quick one-liners. 3 favorite contemporary books published in last 5 years. Quickly.
Contemporary books in 5 years that I have read. I don't know published.
Yeah.
Fault in Our Stars, Kite Runner, Thousand Splendid Sun.
Note. Please note it down. This is our
3 that my favorite.
TBRs, yes. Some other author's book that you like so much that you wished you had penned instead.
Fault in Our Stars.
Again?
Fault in Our Stars.
And one book by an author that you think he or she should not have written.
This should not be answered. This should not be answered, yaar. How?
Okay, we'd let this. We'll skip this. Okay. Why is Ravinder the best of all?
Because I can move you to tears.
Accepted. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
Invisible.
And do what?
At one point in time, I wanted to enter girls' hostel. Now I wanted to enter stock markets.
Uh-oh.
And get to know the dealing room check.
Okay. Last. If your life was a Bollywood song, what would it be?
That Jagjit Singh number, yaar, Koi Faryad, Dil Se, Koi Faryad. That is my
Kya baat
song.
hai. Let's hear it for Ravinder Singh once again.
Khatam. Thank you. Thank you, guys.